Hey everybody, I'm Jelani.
And I'm Brooks.
And together we are Go Figure Reviews. And for today, we have the Marvel Legends series Spider-Man 2 Doc Ock. Now, he's not from Spider-Man 2. This is like Spider-Man No Way Home. But, legal stuff, fun things. Looks good.
It's definitely Alfred Molina Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Star of the classic movie Dead Man, co-starring Johnny Depp.
Yeah, that's an awesome.
For everybody who's seen Dead Man out there.
For the Dead Man watchers, it's a pretty good movie. It's not bad. Yeah, check it out. But yeah, Alfred Molina's in it, among other things. He's also in like Raiders of the Lost Ark.
He's much less racist in the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah. Very, very less. Yes. So, yeah, looking at the packaging, that's him. It's him on the box. Side of that looks like it's him with the thingies open.
Claws.
The tentacles. On the other side is like the model rendering of the figure. And on the back is just him with the tentacle stands and his hands. And also this picture and all the fun stuff. Flipping around. Oh, yeah. He's got a Spider-Man logo up there, showing that he's from No Way Home as well. And on the bottom is the barcode. Oh, yeah. So if you ever want to check him out, he should be in stores right now. I believe he's in Targets. I think I picked it up. No, I picked it up from my good friend Mike. So thank you, Mike, for that. And we're going to crack this bad boy open and see what's going on.
And here he is, and he looks pretty good. Like, he's got a pretty nice face. Very Molina-esque, if you say so. Like, the glasses are nice. You can see.
The 3D printing is very nice on this figure, too. Yeah. I like
he's got nice texture for the shirt. He's got, like, a couple of jackets. He's, like, layered up for those cold New York winters. He's got, like, a little belt type deal for, I guess, his harness that holds the arms. And, he's got pants and boot and shoes. Because, he's just a guy when it comes down to it. So, yeah, he's pretty good. He's got the typical kind of articulation that you'd expect from most Legends.
But he's really heavy.
Yeah, like, he's got that back heaviness to him because of the tentacles. So, like, you got to use a lot of, like, you kind of got to use them to support him sometimes. Which is good that they're there, for that. But he can be a bit tricky. So, yeah, he can be a bit hard to stand sometimes, but you can work it out usually. If you use the tentacle. And, like, it comes with these two things here, which are for his tentacles to make them kind of like extra legs. So you can,
so he can stand with those.
Yeah, which is nice because like it's good. And he also comes with a couple of like grippy type almost.
Yeah, like they're open but not open.
Yeah, it's like I guess you could fit a figure in there.
Yeah.
So I guess they're meant to be a grippy.
The gripping.
Yeah, and he also comes with a couple of these which have the hinges on them, which is nice. You can open them or close them. However much. They kind of pop out sometimes, though. But yeah, so that's nice. Yeah, you have that option too, so you can have them doing this or that. And he comes with a couple of extra hands as well.
Yeah, for extra stuff.
Yeah, this one looks like a kind of a grippy hand.
Yeah.
And
it's also grippy,
kind of grippy, like a more looser grippy.
Yeah.
So yeah, not a bad spread for this guy, but I'd like to see what those arms can do.
Oh yeah. All right, and here he is with his tentacles, which, by the way, this took a really long time to get him set up, but
it's a bit tricky.
Yeah, once you do it, you get the hang of it. He's got you got to put one foot in front of the other. That's the kind of the trick. So you can do this on either side, of course. As long as one foot is extended out, you can get him to stand pretty well on this. And of course, the tentacles are stuck to his back, so you can. I mean, they're permanently on there, But just to spin him around and look at this thing, it is amazing. I love he's like of course the tentacles not letting you spin it all the way around. I'll just do it that way and just show you how cool this thing is. It's absolutely wild.
Yeah, it's nice it has him busting out of the back of the trench coat.
Yeah, very nice. But yeah, I mean, this is like so far one of my favorite figures from the movie section. I mean, there's a Vulture that I used to have that I don't have anymore, and he's like one of my favorites too. But he was just so clunky and large, you know. But this one is pretty compact. I mean, you can move him in any direction with the tentacles. It's strong enough to hold him, and it's very impressive. I really like this a lot. All right, and just real quick, I wanted to show off the other claws. They work as well as standing, kind of, sorta. They do their thing. Just wanted to give you an idea that you know, you can stand them virtually anyway. I wouldn't. Options. Yeah, you have options. I wouldn't use these. I'm not a fan of the ones that open because they're just very. They fall out. Easy, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. But the other claws, I mean, they're static and they work really well.
And here we have them with a couple of other Ocs. And on the right, we have the animated series Doc Ock, which is pretty cool. I like him. I like he's got that cool kind of chest armor thing going.
Yeah.
But on the left, we have a more comic accurate version. And this was pretty cool too. Like I don't remember this one, but he has a white cloth lab coat, which is pretty nice.
It's a custom. I had this lab coat on my first Doc Ock. That's where this came from. This is the tentacles come from the original Doc Ock that came with Toy Biz, and the jacket I think it did as well. And I put them on the Hasbro Doc Ock that we got with a different set of Spider-Man figures. It's been a while. I only have like 3 of the tentacles. I think the 4th one is somewhere. I will find it.
Yeah, those tentacles are pretty nice.
They're hard to find, yeah. And they're my favorite tentacles. I don't know. With this guy, he's got great tentacles, but they're very stiff. And this guy has terrible tentacles because they're just wimpy and weak and they won't stay in place. So like the one on the end that has the best tentacle action. It's like the right amount of baby
it's got the hinges.
Yeah, it's got all the hinges. It can stand on its feet. It's awesome. That's my go-to Doc Ock figure. I mean, Alfred Molina's pretty cool. Yeah, he is, but they're a little stiff, and it takes a long time to get them to stand.
Yeah, funny thing about Doc Ock is like in his first appearance of Spider-Man, like he owns Spider-Man so hard that he unmasks him, realizes it's Peter Parker. He's like, oh, that wasn't really Spider-Man. It's just Peter Parker trying to pretend to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of the Spider-Man's earliest foes who just absolutely dominated him.
Yeah. All right, and here Doc Ock is with just some regular figures. These are the ones that are, I guess, from Far From Home. This is the 2-pack of Peter Parker and Ned Leeds. And on this side, we have MJ. I think this is also from Far From Home. And then that is, of course, J. Jonah Jameson, Spider-Man's #1 menace.
Yeah.
And
the same guy who played him in the other movies, too.
Yeah, who knew? Yeah. So it's the MCU people with this Alfred Molina, which is pretty cool, you know, because they're laughing at him because his name is dumb. It's like, that's your real name? That's your name? Yeah. But I love these figures. They're not bad. I stopped. Yeah.
Good movie figures have really stepped up that game, I think.
Oh yeah. especially with the 3D printing on their faces.
Yeah.
And they look pretty awesome.
And here we have him with another villain from the Spider-Man movies, the Green Goblin, played by that Willem Dafoe guy. You may have heard of him.
Yeah.
He's been a few things.
Yeah.
But yeah, these guys look pretty good together. I could see a team up happening amongst these two.
And here Doc Ock is with the Spider-Man. We've got the Iron Spider over here. That's Tom Holland. We've got the Amazing Spider-Man, who is...
Yeah, we all love those movies.
Yeah, that's the best two.
Yeah, they're the best.
The best ever. Yeah, Amazing is the best. And then, of course, we got Tobey over here. Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man.
The boring Tobey.
That's right. He's the one that fights this one in the Spider-Man 2s. And he comparing them, he looks all right.
Yeah.
I think they're a good looking set together. And there's the final suit Spider-Man, but he technically doesn't count because he doesn't fight this Doc Ock. So it was more fitting to put Iron Spider in there. But they look good. It's a good little, just good hype comparison. Just trying to see what's going on with them too. Okay, so all in all, I love this figure. He works well with the other movie figures. He's very clean. He has problems standing. It took me a lot of time to stand him up. I think the tentacles are cool. They're stiff though. And they have trouble like bending to your will kind of. So it kind of sucks, especially when you're trying to stand him just on the two sets of like claws that you get that you can do it with. It's just a lot of work. So I can't really say much on that. But either way, it's Alfred Molina. We needed this. We need an Electro. I didn't get a Sandman. They need to work on that Sandman before I purchase one. But the Doc Ock, the Green Goblin, all the movie figures, they come through for me. I'm really, really glad I have them. This Doc Ock is a little expensive, I will say.
I think it's probably $10 more than he should.
Yeah, he's a little expensive. But you'll start to see these, like I said, in Targets start to pop up. So, of course, we do figure points here. And, Brooks, what would you give this Marvel Legends Spider-Man 2 Doc Ock?
I'd give this one a 4. It's not, it's really good. Like, I'm glad they made it. I love the character. I love, Molina's performance in the role. But, it's not what I would consider personally like a must-have. But he is pretty nice. Like, he does have a little problem standing a little bit. The hinge claws are a little janky. But, they like you can work around that stuff. Like, you can get him to work if you really need him to. So, yeah, not quite perfect, but still pretty damn good.
Yeah, okay. And I tend to agree with you, man. I know with our reviews, we're critical. We do certain things, but we're not like overly critical because we still give positive reviews. I mean, these are things that we like anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, I agree. I'm going to give it a 4 as well. Just with the standing. The standing is the issue with this figure. It's the main problem. Now, I mean, from what I've seen on other things, that you can use a center of gravity with the tentacles, and you can have it work for you. But it takes a lot of work to get them to stand.
You gotta work for it.
Yeah, you really gotta work for it. But once you get it, you'll be satisfied. Yeah. It's pretty cool. So, tell us, guys, what you think. Of course, we are at 366 subscribers, and we're doing pretty good. So, continue to tell your friends to like, share, subscribe, and of course, get out there and go figure.
Oh,
He always falls.
yeah, like it's a little tricky with his standards, a little tricky.